5 symptoms that your blood oxygen level is low. When you inhale, breathe in, air enters your lungs, and oxygen from that air moves to your blood. At the same time, carbon dioxide, a waste gas, moves from your blood to the lungs and is exhaled, breathed out. This process, called gas exchange, is essential to life. Inside the air sacs, oxygen moves across paper-thin walls to tiny blood vessels called capillaries and into your blood. A protein called haemoglobin in the red blood cells then carries the oxygen around your body. Oxygen's primary function is to provide our body with energy. It all happens within the cells, in little organelles called mitochondria, which are real energy generators. They use oxygen to transform nutriments from the digestive process into energy that can be used directly by the cell, ATP. If your blood has low levels of oxygen, it can't deliver enough oxygen to your organs and tissues that need it to keep working, hypoxia. This can damage your heart or brain if it persists over time, for instance, with nocturnal hypoxemia caused by sleep apnea. Acute cases of hypoxemia can be fatal. The question is, why do blood oxygen levels drop? Types of chronic lung disease include asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, pulmonary fibrosis, asbestosis, pneumonitis, and other lung conditions. Chronic lung disease may be caused by smoking tobacco or by breathing in secondhand tobacco smoke, chemical fumes, dust, or other forms of air pollution. Nicotine causes your blood vessels to constrict or narrow, which limits the amount of blood that flows to your organs. Over time, the constant constriction results in blood vessels that are stiff and less elastic. Constricted blood vessels decrease the amount of oxygen and nutrients your cells receive. When you get stressed and anxiety, you start to breathe faster yet less efficiently than normal. Those shallow breaths don't do a good job at sending oxygen to your blood. Instead, those shallow breaths lower your oxygen levels, triggering you to breathe faster in order to get the level of oxygen your body needs. Without enough B12 or folic acid, your body doesn't make normal red blood cells, and those cells die more quickly than normal cells, so they can't carry oxygen to all of your body tissues. This lack of normal red blood cells is anemia. These are some of the symptoms of hypoxia and hypoxemia and what to look out for when you suspect your oxygen levels are too low. Just a quick reminder that this video is solely intended for educational reasons. If you have any medical concerns, talk to your doctor right away. 1. Shortness of breath. When your blood oxygen falls below a certain level, you might experience shortness of breath, headache, and confusion or restlessness. A normal pulse oximeter reading for your oxygen saturation level is between 95% and 100%. 90% or less this oxygen level is very concerning and may indicate a severe medical problem. 2. Fast heart rate. A normal resting heart rate for adults ranges from 60 to 100 beats per minute. Generally, a lower heart rate at rest implies more efficient heart function and better cardiovascular fitness. For example, a well-trained athlete might have a normal resting heart rate closer to 40 beats per minute. When the heart beats too fast, it may not pump enough blood to the rest of the body. As a result, the organs and tissues may not get enough oxygen. If you thought this information was helpful, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to receive my most recent advice on nutrition and health. 3. Excessive sweating. Another common symptom of hypoxia and hypoxemia is excessive sweating. While your sweat glands aren't directly reacting to the lack of oxygen in your system, they are releasing extra fluids as a response to your body's overall distress. Sweating cools the body down and can potentially calm us from our heightened state while it does. When we're in a calmer frame of mind, it's typically easier for us to pass oxygen through our lungs. 4. Dizziness or confusion. When a person's oxygen levels remain low for long periods of time, they may also begin experiencing mental side effects. Dizziness and confusion are two common ways that low oxygen levels manifest. When this happens, our brains are lacking the oxygen they need to fire signals and give orders to our bodies. As a result, we may also experience balance control problems and even short-term memory loss. 5. Angina. Angina occurs when blood flow to the heart is impaired, causing the heart muscle to be deprived of oxygen. This deprivation of oxygen-rich blood leads to symptoms of angina. Impaired blood flow to the heart is often caused by coronary artery disease, where your arteries become narrower. So let's look at 5 basic lifestyle recommendations you may follow to increase high oxygen levels. 5 natural ways to improve your oxygen levels. 1. Change your diet. Antioxidants allow the body to use oxygen more efficiently, increasing oxygen intake in digestion. When looking to boost antioxidant intake, the foods to focus on are blueberries, cranberries, red kidney beans, artichoke hearts, strawberries, plums, and blackberries, most of which can be consumed in various juices and smoothies. Another critical protein to consider are essential fatty acids like vitamin F, which work to increase the amount of oxygen the hemoglobin in the bloodstream can carry. These acids can be found in soybeans, walnuts, and flax seeds. 2. Get active. Exercise is one of the best ways to increase oxygen levels in the blood. It might seem counterintuitive since you might experience shortness of breath during a vigorous routine. But as your breathing speeds up, you actually take in more oxygen. Physical activity also promotes circulation. Over time, exercise can also improve lung and heart health, further raising blood oxygen levels. 3. Getting enough iron. Iron is essential because it helps the body create hemoglobin, a protein that helps red blood cells carry oxygen through the body. If you don't consume enough iron, the body can't produce enough red blood cells, and your blood oxygen level will decrease. According to the FDA, most adults need 18 mg per day. Meat, seafood, and eggs are high in iron. So are several plants and plant-based foods such as beans, peas, tofu, dark, leafy greens like spinach and kale, fortified cereals, bread, and pasta, and dried fruits, like prunes and raisins. 4. Grow house plants. Through photosynthesis and respiration, plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. This can replenish the oxygen supply in the surrounding environment, enabling you to take more in. Some of the best air-cleansing houseplants include the peace lily, spider plant, snake plant, Boston fern, bamboo palm, weeping fig, and English ivy. 5. Stop smoking. Cigarettes contain carbon monoxide, which binds to hemoglobin in red blood cells and blocks oxygen from doing the same. This reduces the amount of available oxygen in the bloodstream. When you go 24 hours without smoking, your oxygen levels increase while your blood pressure decreases. This makes it easier to engage in physical activity that promotes good heart health. Within 2 days of putting out your last cigarette, you may notice an improved sense of taste and smell. Viewing my video today. As usual, I send you my best wishes for good health, prosperity, and happiness.